soon as I saw that tech. Cut through soon as I saw that tech. Might wake up back in New York like the jet. And the cleaner crew be like making a mess.
I'm not gonna lie, boy. Boy, this is one of the funniest days I've ever seen in the online community. I'm like, oh yeah. Like this shit was blowing like hard. I would be laughing, kind of crying the past couple of fucking like hours. 36, bro? Are we serious? This nigga isn't even guarding me properly. Man, isn't guarding me properly. Alright, you know what? I can't get a shot off. These niggas don't triple team me. But bro, yeah, no, that shit was actually like, I was dying was looking at this, bro. Cause I was like, why are they like this? Why are they being so... Let me explain. So... Hold on, bro. I might hop off the game. Actually, let's see if I can do this while I'm like playing. So basically, the guy that used to be the head honcho, the creme de la creme, like mastermind behind all of the Sims 4 like pirating software. So like the DLC unlocker, the Origin. For those who don't know what Origin is, that's the old name for what the EA app is now. I know for like people that have been playing games on their like computer for a while, you probably recognize that shit. But like anyone with a brain can probably tell you that it's things have changed. Things have definitely changed. Hey kid, I don't even know why that's fucking 19. But it's like what was I gonna say? Yeah, I just was like, I'm gonna make you this till you die. Like, nigga, what? That is some, yeah, that's some weird shit. I don't even know what the fuck does he mean by that? I just need a full bar. This is my first game on. I haven't been playing literally all week or so. Like, I have not gotten on this game once. So, yeah, forgive me if I'm not exactly shooting the full bars yet. But, yeah, I've been laughing so much because this one dude is practically responsible for this entire community of people being able to play the game. Now, mind you, I don't know if y'all know this. Like, I don't know if the audience of niggas who play nigga games is even sort of aware of how this works. But y'all remember back in the day, like when somebody was like, when they were trying to make DLC for a game, they would just have like fucking 25 expansion packs, like side like things that they basically give you. And like you know how like they would base like on Xbox Live Arcade, they force your ass if you had the people that have the old Call of Duties, you probably recognize what I'm talking about. They force your ass to buy a map pack, like 5 different map packs, like 5 different maps for specifically like zombies or some shit. Like I know that's how it stands for, fair did it. Basically this game is like that, but if you made it infinitely worse. What the fuck is this nigga doing? Yeah, it's like if you made it like 5 times worse, that's what this game is. That's what the Sims 4 is. Like imagine, I think it is the game that has the most DLC, like of any like in-house made DLC, not like third-party shit like Minecraft, right, or Roblox. Not user-generated content. I think some of it's user-generated content, but the majority of it is all shit that EA made. That's basically what this game is comprised of at this point. It's shit that EA made like eon, like that were features in The Sims 3 for people that don't know, like they've been had in Sims 3 for like ages as mods or as something else. And it's something like they basically don't have anymore because they just decided, oh, we're gonna cut it up and repackage it and sell it back to these dumbasses, and they're gonna lap it up. And that's exactly what they've been doing. That's how they've been running this scam on niggas. It's so wild to me. It's so crazy. It's so crazy to me. Because I'm like, any other video game that tried this shit, you would get immediately crucified. Like, only EA could get away with this shit. Nobody else could. I don't understand what it is about the people that play. Now, again, I get that these are not exactly what I would call... Like, these aren't action RPG games. These niggas are not downloading KH3 Re9 trying to get the DLC, trying to play the new story mode, get in as Roxas. This is not that, right? This is something much worse. Like, considerably worse. Because these content packs are basically like... I would call them mini DLCs, but that implies that there's actual content in them. And for the most part, like, these shill-ass niggas on YouTube will glaze basically anything these people make at any given point in time. It's so funny. It's hilarious, and I don't understand why either. Get it? Like, it's because, really, in terms of God games, there are no alternative, right? Like, social simulation games, you don't have that much in terms of, like, good, like, do anything, do everything games anymore. There's not a whole lot of them. since the majority of them used to be fucking made by EA. Anyways, like the niggas who remember Spore and what was that game called? Was it Good and Evil or some shit like that? Like all of them games that used to be, you know, those God games that people used to play all the time in like the 2000s and shit that are basically non-existent anymore. Like, you know, SimCity. Like, there's not really alternatives for any of those games anymore because guess what? They basically stopped fucking making any of them except The Sims 4 because they realized they can milk it. If you guys play Destiny, it's kind of similar to how Destiny 2 is basically, they turned it into a free-to-play game because I don't know if y'all knew this, but The Sims 2 used to be The Sims 4 used to be a fucking, it just used to be a regular Sims game that you would pay for, like every fucking Sims game, right? But eventually what happened is that they realized that they would make more money doing DLC content packs that they release like every month or so for the game, instead of making new games. Like, I can't stress enough. It's almost been, I think, like a decade straight without a new Sims game or something. Like, it's insane, because they realized they could just do live service. But, like, they're slowly starting to realize that live service is not the move. Like, because niggas hate their guts, basically. And they'll pirate their shit. And so what people have been doing for eons, like, I have helped, like, at least 3 women pirate the Sims 4 content on their own computer. Like, I have helped at least a family of 3 do this shit multiple times. It's so brazy to me. And it was so funny. What the fuck? Why did he shoot the 2? He's down by like, never mind, bro. I'm just in this lobby just talking to talk, high key. This nigga left. So, hopefully I'm not pronouncing his name right, because I just called him Anna basically for his entire existence. This nigga's gonna guard me up like so heavy for no reason. Like, and I could just pass the ball. It's so wild to me. But yeah, Anna Diaz. I hope I said that right. Anna Diaz, I think. Was the guy that basically used to make all of the essential cracking software that most people use on a daily basis to pirate most of the Sims 4 content. Like, if you couldn't, like, back when the Sims 4 used to play like a regular Sims game, it was like, did he just say cooked when he just had a screen help? Alright, bro. Whatever you say, big bro. He said which, he said I'm lucky, he's lagging. Nigga, it's a 2v4. What is he complaining about? Oh, fuck. God damn it. Why the fuck is this dumbass standing still? Oh. But yeah, no, Anadius, he was basically the community's pillar. Because he, for fuck's sake, man. Here, bro. He basically made all of the different applications that were, like, essential to how that game functioned on, like, a day-to-day basis if you had a modded copy, right? If you had a pirated copy. And what I mean by that is that, so like, I know people will recognize the name Fit Girl, like if you're into playing free games and shit, like, you know, real Seth Sneejak, how do you even say that nigga's last name? Seth Sneejak, or whatever, you know, ours, like, we're really, like, on our Sail to 7 Seas type timing. I would say that repacks are kind of a real, you know, they're like kind of a blasé, famous way to, you know, just play a game for free. And for those who don't know, what a repack basically is a version of a game that has the crack, aka the software that simulates the digital distribution service. So that's like Steam or Epic Games or like, yeah, Steam, Epic Games. GOG famously doesn't have DRM in its system, so it never needs it. Which is why if you ever look at a lot of repacks, they just use GOG games if they can, because you can just put that, you can literally put GOG games on a fucking disc and play them completely offline. They're great. I mean, they're amazing. Like, don't get it twisted. They are the best. I have, I think, Cyberpunk from GOG. I didn't buy it on Steam because that's a game that I would want to own, right? But they have a, you know, they're like an exception to a wide range of, like, fucking, you know, an ocean of all bad shit, basically. And so to me, right, the obvious answer is, okay, well then what do you do if the game basically can't be repacked? Or if it can be, it'll be offline, right? Because a big deterrent for why people don't normally play with, what the, oh, I hate these fucking, like, what ball does that in real life, bro? Like, can you, this doesn't even make sense, what y'all looking at on the screen? No, it doesn't. It doesn't make a fucking lick of sense. Like I was saying, bro, it's very much like, so repacks tend to be the best for games that don't have a multiplayer facet or no online connectivity. Because if I can't connect online, then it doesn't really matter what the hell the repack is using to emulate whatever the digital distribution software is, right? It's just gonna emulate it, and it's not gonna really matter at the end of the day. This bitch. Oh, watch this. Oh my goodness! Oh, I hate this game, bro. Really? Yeah, fuck off, nigga. I'm about to. Ooh! Oh, bounce! Ooh, bounce. Anyways, like I was saying, yeah, so I was just like, so people don't tend to use repacks a lot for the Sims games, because they really, their audience is really into the social aspect of it. They want to flex their beautifully made modded Sims and all that, you know, shit that they, you know, care about, like, that basically nobody else in any other video game is really that concerned with, because they realize it's all kind of, I just know he on 20 ping right now. I'm in a fucking Cali, sir. Like, I can't do anything about that. Oh, this nigga's retarded. Here, I'm just gonna pass it up, bro. Nope. Alright, so we're just gonna have a conversation about this without even looking at this. Let's go back to this monitor, bro. Here. So, I wrote a whole thing on this, and I'll get to this in a second, but the basic gist is, let's go to the, you don't know what this side is. You already cooked. Yours already cooked. There's no explaining it to you. So this guy. For the people who probably, like, know already, Anadius is like a real big name in the scene community, to say that, because of his contributions to specifically this game and this game alone. Like, this would be the equivalent if somebody was able to crack and consistently allow people to play Final Fantasy XIV, like, on a constant daily basis with all of the expansion packs and DLC, like, at all times, right? And, this first post, right, before the game became kind of well known for its online aspects, right, was made in 2014, as you can see here. If we go, I'm surprised, can you not actually go to a nigga's profile? Oh, here it is. I was like wondering where the thing was. So he has a farewell in his signature now. And this was posted today at about 9 a.m. in the morning. Actually around 10 a.m. in the morning. I decided to step down, don't pester my close friends, till the end I acted like an asshole. The asshole I am. I think he meant to say I acted like the asshole that I am, and haven't told him the reasons why either. So, Anadius also really he's real famous for the fact he's also stayed completely anonymous. Nobody know who this nigga is. Nobody know why he does any of the shit he does, right? But he's basically developed the most important tools ever when it has come to cracking open the de novo Q stuff related to The Sims 4 Origin launcher, which is now known as the EA app, for the people that are old heads that remember having to play stuff like Battlefield on fucking Origin and wanted to kill themselves, right? He in the DLC unlocker. Now, let me explain what all of these different things do. The DLC unlocker, as the name suggests, unlocks the already installed DLC that comes with The Sims when you install it onto your system. There are plenty of games that are like this. Off the top of my head, I know that World of Warcraft is a game where a lot of the expansion content is installed onto your system, but it's not accessible until you buy the license for it, right? But basically what the DLC unlocker does is it mimics you buying the license and basically forces the EA app, to recognize that you have all this stuff installed, right? So this still works. The Origin unwrapper. Now what the hell is an unwrapper? Well, there are some pieces of programming, right, where if a person is trying to get that program to run, they have to wrap that content in as a different piece of programming in order for it to get recognized by a computer and run successfully. What the Origin unwrapper does is it allows these guys to go in here and mess with all that funky stuff you can do in the EA app and the Origin launcher by unwrapping a lot of its kind of built-in and untouchable features, right? So it allows you to basically remove the ability for the DRM to go off when you're using it on an official copy of The Sims 4. Because really the thing is that this is meant to be used with a bought or installed copy, either the free-to-play one or the one that maybe somebody bought it all the way back in literally 2014, like a decade ago, right? This is all meant to just unlock DLC. This is not to even pirate the game, because, nowadays that's stupid. The game's free to play, you can't pirate it. EA cut out the middleman on that one. But these people still don't want to pay for their... Mind you, let me just show you why these people don't be paying for the, Let me show you why people don't be paying for the Sims 4 DLCs, bro. Look at this shit. Look at that. There are entire games that cost this much. It is a $40 expansion pack. Okay, you want to know something? So, for reference, let's boot up my Steam real quick. You might notice I made some adjustments. I made some upgrades to what my Steam looks like now. Let's go to my Risk of Rain. Where is it? Where the fuck did I put it? Oh, here it is. Risk of Rain, right? This DLC right here, bruh. This DLC, Alloy Collective, bruh. This thing costs $15. The combined DLC of the game, the combined bundle of the game, the first DLC, the second, and the third, cost $35 total. Now, mind you, that it's currently on discount because this just launched. And I'll probably make a video on this because I've been hearing only positive things, which is why I got it, right? But I would be lying. I would be straight capping up my ass if I said this is okay. This is not okay. There's no planet on anywhere with this. These are the only people that fall for shit like this. That would pay 40 whole bones to get a DLC. What game you know? The only games I've ever seen that have ever had DLCs that cost that much, as much as a game, are like Destiny 2 and World of Warcraft. That's it. I don't even think Final Fantasy 14 had DLCs that cost this much. I think they're more in this range, in the 20s, which makes more sense. Now, I will admit, as the DLCs tend to have less content, right? They tend to be more kind of situated regularly with, just like, okay, these are all $16. But as they realize they can just start putting more and more shit in it, it's like, oh, well, that $16 shit, that's over. Now it's $20 minimum. Cottage living, high school years, growing together, horse ranch, for rent. Nigga, you might as well pay your rent with the amount of money you spend on this. Love Struck. I feel like this was probably introducing something that was already in The Sims 3. And then, by the way, again, like I mentioned before, a lot of these DLCs are adding stuff that was in Sims 3 at launch, or was added via its expansion packs, right? Which to me is hilarious, because this means that this is another one of these games that is reselling you people the content it already made for a previous game, right? Then this Life and Death, again, something I'm pretty sure anybody with a brain cell who remembers Sim 3 will remember, is the whole death mechanic. And how, like, you know, how he kind of comes in and starts messing with the Sims and makes people depressed and sad and all that shit. They had to add it back. They had to add it back as a $25 expansion. Businesses and Hobbies, $28 expansion. Enchanted Nature expansion pack, $32. Bruh, if somebody ever told me that there was like, that I would ever pay $40 for a game's DLC, just shoot me. Just shoot me. If I ever got to that point, and by the way, I'm not done yet. We're not done yet. We haven't got to the kits yet. Oh my god. Do you know how many of these are, bruh? Holy, watch this, bruh. So there are 3, so each one of these hoes is $5. For more content, for outfits, for furniture. You know, this is a game where people care about this sort of thing, right? Comfy gamer, instead of just getting the setup and real, like, oh, I'll pay for my Sim setup, face ass. Like, again, game packs. We're not done yet. We're not done yet. Y'all think I'm trolling. We're not even kind of done yet. The Sims 4 Outdoor Retreat. All $14 expansions. Ooh, I can't wait till they raise the price on this one. Stuff packs. Like, bro, this is wild. This would be like if 2K asked you niggas to pay $25 to go to the rec, and then $25 to play Pro-Am, and then $25 to play Park, and then $25 to actually do the championship in my career. Like the postseason in my career year. Like, it's so crazy to me. Like, what do you even... Why? Moschino? Why are we doing this? Next he's gonna tell me they about to get a whole fucking YSL pack, bro. Like, what are bundles? Oh, so if you want to buy one of the bundles that'll have like one of the big packs and then 2 of the small ones, here you go. Here's some more $40 DLC. Like, bro, these people are getting scammed on a daily basis. These people are getting robbed on a daily... Maxis is pulling a scam on these people. This is crazy work. If you ever... I know a lot of people will be like, you know, Hello Kitty girls, or stay away from them. I don't even think that's a problem. If your girl plays The Sims, start looking in her DMs. Start wondering... Actually, look at their pocketbooks. Start asking, hey, how much money do you have in your bank account right now? Don't see ask that question. I'm lying. But this is wild. We must all admit, this is crazy work. From the devil themselves, right? Like, this is the same company that got killed, that got put to the stones for Battlefront 2. Oops, sorry about that. But yeah, these are scams, bro. These are scams. These people are getting scammed. This is terrible. And so what Anna Diaz basically did was give to the people the gift of fire, a la Prometheus. He made these incredible tools, basically by himself, with no help. This man was Tony Stark in the cave. Built these tools, and basically maintained them by himself and with his like moderators in his Discord for a decade straight. Like I'm talking like insane hours, just wild stuff. And eventually, it came to a head. Eventually, he had to step down because he was, and I'll tell you why. Now, I don't have any I might put it on the screen. I might show some examples of this. But there were some interactions he's had with members of the community, of the Sims 4 community, right? Both people that have got the game legitimately, and people that are also using his tools and pirating, right? I'm gonna make it very clear. Like you should probably tell by the fact that I'm so kind of blasé about this. You know, my stance is that if you really are one of those people that's anal about pirating, nigga, you're rude. You probably take it up the butt, and I don't mean in like a homosexual way. Like I mean like you probably get molested. You would, you know, if a strange man handed you candy and said get back in the band, you would probably do it. Right? Gullibility. Just the most naive person alive. If you really about to try and come in here and, you know, argue about, oh my god, but it takes away from I don't give a damn. These are not indie devs. These are niggas who have salaries. They'll be fine. Like, these executives will be fine. Even the devs will be fine. Most of the time. Unless it's like Bungie or something. In the case, they're screwed. But you can't pirate a Bungie game, so good luck. So it's like, to me, right, and again, it's the devil who made this game. It is literally the gaming version of Satan who produced this. So am I really all that heartbroken? No. I mean, I guess the other gaming version of the devil would be Blizzard, but like that's a different story for a different day. That's another story for another time. Another side, let's say. But yeah, so basically he was, you know, he got cut. he was so frequently fighting with niggas. I'm gonna be very real with y'all. The Sims 4 community is not what I would call a gamers gaming community. And I'm gonna I put the first gamer in air quotes, you can't see it, but let me be very clear about this. This game is not played by the same people that know how to pirate every other game that exists, right? It's not even played by the same people that know how to get ROMs. So, for the folks who know what I mean by that, you know what I mean by that. But these are not emulation station dudes. These are not big box dudes. These are not play night guys like I am. They are virtually inept at everything when it comes to a computer. They basically know how to get on Chrome, they know how to get on Discord, and they know how to get on Roblox.com. They don't know how to do anything. You try to tell them to use a console command, it's like their fucking brains explode. You try to tell them to go edit something in the registry, their brains explode. You try to tell them to edit something using visual code, their brains explode. You try to tell them to run a Python script, their brains explode into putty. I'm talking scanners. For the people that have seen that movie, you know ball now. But my point is, all of what I'm saying here is only true because this nigga did it. He is the GOAT. He was the undisputed king of an entire sector of sailing the seven seas. For, literally like fucking Roger, for like an entire decade, this nigga was untouchable. There was nobody like him. All the other sites that y'all, you know, like people that like Fit Girl and like LMAO and Anchor and all those other repack sites, they were using his handiwork for The Sims 4. The only other people, like groups on the planet that had as much like power as this dude had when it comes to a piracy scene are like the groups, right? Like you know, your Codex, Skid Row, Reloaded, you know, like what was that one girl who always used to practice the Nuvo games before she went Cocoa Puffs? Basically like the scene groups that are like responsible for the majority of how these niggas fight. But the people who do a lot of music and crack shit for music, bro, like Team 2R2R, basically. Like I'm talking like the undisputed champion of what he was good at. And now he's gone. He basically, like, let me show y'all, bro. So if you try to get to this dude's, hold on. Here we go. And I'm a struggle right now. So if you try to go to this man's website now, it's better than a doornail, B. It's better than a doornail. So I was doing this earlier, but I'm gonna show y'all some cool internet tech you should probably just know, because this is some good internet denizen type shit. If you ever want to access a website that's been taken down or doesn't have any type of like current live access to its feed or its hosting service, use the Internet Archive's Wayback Machine. The Internet Archives are goats, right? And they have tons of stuff on their website. Video, text, audio. A lot of abandonware. If you want to get a lot of video games, you can get them here, right? But let's look up Anadius. Okay, let's look up anadius.su. Alright, there we go. I didn't realize I had to actually put in the website name. So, As you can see, his website basically didn't exist until 2023. But he's been rocking it all of these years, basically. Ever since like 2022, when the game went free to play, like, and even before then, because he was one of the people that started doing and helping with the scene teams doing the actual repacks for The Sims 4. This guy makes this website, and you can see the explosion. Let's go to when it was at its absolute peak, with 7 screenshots at March. Yep. Let's see. Well, we can go to any of these. Go to this one. This is the latest. Here you go. On his page, you can find anything you need to get to The Sims 4 for free. If you don't know what to download, read this instruction page. I cannot explain this enough. There is no other game on the planet that has this type of treatment. These niggas were being spoon-fed the absolute best when it came to the piracy scene. There's literally nothing else like this was on the internet, right? This whole website uses static pages, which is why we can access them now using the Wayback Machine. That means there won't be many updates, but the links are always up to date. And the most important part, news about the repack, updater, etc. are posted on my Discord server and is a CSRN forum. I don't think his Discord server is active or accessible. So basically, this nigga would give these people detailed, full instructions. So let's see, Windows. I don't have The Sims 4 installed. And so what he would tell these guys to do, right, is one of two things. If you have the legit app or Steam, get the legit game, and then follow the instructions for people with a legit game installed. Now, I'm gonna tell you this flat out. I think this was his biggest mistake. I think this, even supporting the legit game in the first place, was probably his Icarus's wings starting to melt in the sun, right? Because like I feel like he flew too high with this one. Not because he couldn't do it. Don't get me twisted. Like Icarus, that nigga went far. But I think the fact that he went all the way up there and he really shot at the head of the... he really went for the head on them. He went for the legit game. You could get the DLC for free with the legit game. Now, by the way, there are software like, for example, Luma 2024, right? This software basically lets you do the same thing that his was doing. But this is for Steam, and this is for basically any game in existence. Now, granted, you should also just probably get the base game. You're gonna have to spend a little bit of money. Get the base game, and then all the DLC will come from it, right? Because again, the way this all works nowadays is that most games will install the DLC or expansion packs when you update the game or do it a first-time install once the DLC is out, right? It'll already be in there. You just won't have the licensing to access any of that content. And all these applications do is access the license so that you can start playing with it, right? If you want a legit game, you can always install Crackling using my repack. This nigga had a repack even on the site. One on the site. Can you imagine that? They be telling you to go to websites like FitGirl to get a repack. This is one of the best sites on the planet. Everyone knows this. If you're from a third world country, you know where I'm going with this. It's also possible to get to install the game with the Sims 4 updater, but if you encounter any problems during installation, I won't help you with solving them. Now, you might be noticing that he's very curt. He's very blunt in a lot of these responses, and that's because the amount of shit he would get from niggas who do not know how to read was crazy to me. He also would help niggas on Mac. Now, I don't know about y'all, but you and I, dear viewer that has probably done this before, dear viewer who probably at least knows how to open WinRAR on their computer and access video game files, you probably do understand why that's so funny. It's because there's not many scene places, not many scene groups tend to care about Mac. Mac isn't really considered a very viable architecture platform for playing games, right? It's more oriented toward office and professional, situations. And that's perfectly fine, Linux, it can be used for basically anything. Windows is for more general purpose and more performance-heavy stuff. And then you got Macs, which is for basically, the people that like the Apple architecture and/or want to, their sector of the economy uses Macs like Logic for the music people. But if you use Logic, I think you're a psychopath, not gonna lie. The total download size is much smaller if you choose my repack, right? Because it's a repack, so it's compressed. You can also use other repacks releases posted on the CSRN forum, like a FitGirl, right? So let's go back a little bit. Let's go to the instructions again. Let's say we do have the game. Let's say we have a legit version of the game. Before using any of my tools, run your legit game once. This will ensure all post-installation update tasks are finished properly. Then you download the DLCs you want to add to your game. This can be done in 3 different ways. The Sims 4 updater, the easiest option. You click a button and it does the rest. The repack, smallest total size. DLC is available a bit later than the Sims 4 updater. Make sure to follow the interactive instructions that come with the repack and use the DLC install. So, I'll explain both. The Sims 4 updater uses this site. It uses this site. Like, it stored all of these DLCs on file hosting websites that were linked to this site. And you know that because I'm on the Wayback Machine, for the people who know how the Wayback Machine works, you can't access any of those files. It doesn't work. The Sims 4 updater, literally, I think he shot it, basically. He put, like, a message in there that was like, have fun with the game. He's a real dickhead. He's my favorite type of internet person, because he know he good at what he do, and he know he can make fun of niggas who suck at it. So, he basically started trolling in them last couple messages, like, you niggas can't do shit. My repack, the small total size, this is, again, it's just like a regular repack. You download it, it's probably gonna have all the stuff already on the inside. If you need to update it, they got an LMAO's, updater for it. You people, again, probably don't know how this works. And then the DLC only page, which is just the manual way. You get the DLC yourself, extract it into your game, boom, bada boom, that's it. Then you need to decide how you want to play your game. Legit game with pirated DLCs. This, you need to use the EA DLC Locker version 2. Pros, you don't have to wait for the crack when there's a new DLC, you just download that DLC. Cons, you're using your legit account, so there's always a risk. Nobody got banned since I posted the first version of the DLC Locker in March 2020, but I can't say it's 100% safe. You can always make a new throwaway account. The Sims 4 base game is free. And this is what I would always recommend people. When I did this for girls, bro, when I was doing this on other people's computers, this is what I would always do. I'd be like, make a new account, download the Sims 4 again, hit me back the next day, so I knew these bullshit ass MacBooks are gonna take 15 hours to download a single game. I'm like, oh, okay. Now that you're done, now we can get into the sauce, right? Legit and crack games in the same folder. If you follow the instructions on your screen correctly, then both the Sims 4 updater and my repack add a crack exe to your installation folder. Use it to play the game. Amazing. No matter what you choose, you can access the gallery. The gallery is an online thing that basically allows you to show pictures and shit of your fucking Sim. It's weird. I don't really care. Updating your game. First, update your legit game through the EA app and Steam. Run it once to ensure all post-update tasks have finished. If you use the DLC unlocker, that's all you have to do. Just play your legit game. If you play with a crack game, update the crack with Sims 4 updater and the DLC installer from my repack. This is where it died. So the reason why people are exclaiming right now, as you might see on your TikTok page, is because this part is cooked. The updater is no longer functional. And that means if EA ever does a forced update, they update the game and you don't untick don't auto update my game button, right? If you don't tick that button, it'll update your shit without your consent, and now you're up the creek because none of the cracks stuff works anymore. The DLC unlocker has nobody to maintain it, so nobody has updated the code to make sure that it runs the right crack for whatever version the game is on now. Updating DLCs. There's no need to update your DLC files. DLC updates are tied to the base game. Updating your base game updates the DLC. Installing new DLCs. There's no difference between installing DLCs the first time and installing new ones later on. You follow the same instructions, but so for people that have done pirating for a long time, a lot of this shit sounds very like, well, no shit, Sherlock. This is a lot of kind of redundant stuff. Like, it makes sense. It's just, it's the same method as you used to. These niggas are retarded. I cannot stress to you this enough. The people that play this game they're not only weird, but some of them have their neurons were fried at some point in their early development as children. Right? They were sitting in front of the iPad and watching too much Quake videos or whatever the fuck that girl's name is, and just completely turned to mush. So these instructions are for the room temperature IQ folks who do not have the ability to do this on a daily basis. Which is why the troubleshooting guide is the funniest thing I've ever read. After helping people with this game a bit, I decided to compile a list of solutions to the most common problems. Don't forget to read the last paragraph. Unable to start. The contents of your user data directive is created by a newer version of The Sims 4 and cannot be loaded. Please update your game via Origin to play. There are only two safe solutions. Deleting documents, EA, Electronic Sims 4 folder, you will lose all saves, mods, options, etc. or updating the game. Don't listen to people that tell you to delete game version of text and they are idiots. You can just see from the first thing that this dude has been around the block. He's seen something. See the instruction page if you don't know how to update your game. An attempt was made to access the socket in a way forbidden by its access permissions, or Origin seems to be running. No communication with Orange is possible. Close Origin and make sure that, by the way, every time I say Origin, replace it with the EA app, because Origin doesn't exist anymore. Close Origin and make sure the game is not running, and game bin and game bin LE to the antivirus exception list, block PS4 EXE and PS4 64 EXE in your firewall. That doesn't help reboot your PC, and that doesn't help remove virtual network adapters if you have any. This game connects to the crack Origin on port 3216, so it's something with your network. The application was unable to start correctly. This error code, the code execution cannot proceed because orange.emu.del was not found, or this omission, which again is probably because Windows Defender hates piracy and got rid of the files. Origin is not running. Allow loopback localhost 127.0.0.1 connection to the game exe, again another network thing. Hello. If you're using a normal 64-bit version of the game, this DLL has some anti-devouring protection that gets triggered, and you need to replace it with a version without that protection. You can also follow the steps for the Legacy Edition below, but the solution is better. Grab that file from the It Takes Two Codex crack. That DLL alone can be found on the crack-only download page. If you're using the Legacy Edition, which is for 32-bit computers like a psycho, don't start the game in virtual machine. Cloud PCs like Shadow count as virtual machine, nor in Sandboxy and the like. Go to Control Panel and install, uncheck Hyper-V, uncheck Windows Sandbox Prison 2, reboot your PC twice, important, check if the game works. The Windows Defender Security Center open, device security, core isolation details, and disable memory integrity. This nigga has done basically everything. Most crack niggas won't even cover a 32-bit version of a fucking game anymore. Because nobody has 32-bit computers. Except, again, maybe some of you niggas that are in less fortunate spaces. Oh shit, he's taking no prisoners. This man said the application was able to start correcting the error code MSVCR, which, hey, that is for people who know that, oh boy, it looks like a visual error. Something's happened. Uninstall any Microsoft Visual C++ redistributables. You can find Reboot PC, install them again from those links. If that doesn't help, uninstall VC Redis again, reboot to PC, and delete all the DLLs. Reboot PC again, and finally restart them from the links back. Do not use crappy shit like Revo and uninstall, because that only messes things up. I don't know nobody who uses a Revo installer to try and get this shit to work. Infinite loading screen. This is mostly caused by bad mods, cache, but sometimes if it's a bad graphics card driver, download the newest ones or form a clean installation. Yeah, he's really funny, because, like, you can tell this nigga basically, like, has been getting pummeled. And nobody donates to him, right? That was a big thing, and here's my good internet citizen reminder. If you like what these people do, there's one of two ways you can primarily support them. Do this, spend them crypto, because this is an easy way to make sure that, you know, you're not going to get in trouble with the law. Or, feed. Don't be a... I was actually seeing a couple of torrents, but I had to make some room, so I can't anymore. But, you know, don't hit and quit, bro. Just help seed the torrents so that they don't die. The thing with a torrent is if it has nobody seeding it, then it will die. It will go away to dodo. It will just vanish. Let's see. I made this post a couple hours ago at this point. Oh, why the fuck? I have 4 notifications. God damn. Oh my. This is not gonna end well. Sorry for this stupid question, but last time I went offline, EA force updated my game anyways. Oh right, yeah, because I answered this lady question, because I was like, yeah, they got her. See, what they'll do, and EA is kind of infamous for this, but they'll start just enabling the auto-update shit, like, every, like, time the game has a new update, so that you can get it. Basically making it completely invalid if you even untick the thing that says auto-update in the first place. And then she's like, no, it isn't update yet. I didn't read this bit. I don't mind doing the repacks myself. I can get around computers, though. Just don't know too much about DLC piracy. It'd help there were more step-by-step tutorials out there. But I haven't looked too much in the piracy bound paywall CC for The Sims 4. You know what? I'll make an addendum to this video that's an actual, like, install guide for these people. Because I just know they're going to have issues. I had a quick read over most of the discussions in the other Endless posts as well as the other alternatives and suggestions. There'll probably be more resources coming out now anyways. I can't open up the EA app without it updating, I don't believe, but I'm 90% sure I have auto updates off from previously. Wow. So they might have just got her ass. That's tough. Oh, right, because they said no, she didn't update it yet. That's good. Well then, yeah, I'm gonna tell you that. Don't open that shit. don't open that shit. Whatsoever, bruh. I'm just trying to find IDs for the DLC to upload the EA DLC unlocker config with the newer stuff. I have all the files on hand. Tools zip updated a few grades ago from Anna. Has everything up to date. The adventure awaits in 3 following kit sets. Oh, so this nigga got the files. This nigga got tools, Batman. Yeah, he got the gadgets. Despite the files, I can't really figure out how to make it work. The DLC unlockers and only go up to Cozy Kit shed. I have no clue where I find the ETG code specifically for what I'm missing. Any help would be appreciated. Do you know how to update them after you have the DLCs? My EA updated, so I need to just update to bring the pack. I'm not sure. It turns out that the current any is in the most recent download of the DLC unlocker is what you need if you already have all the files. Reinstall the unlocker after you update all the enemies. Install your Sims 4 config, and you should be good to go after that. I simply had a dumbassery moment, but I since resolved it. Without someone to maintain the unlocker, though, this is all going to tumble down the next time the game updates. Which is basically what my post is saying, right? I think I mentioned it. Yeah, so I mentioned it here, right? But now that he stepped away, the tool is basically done, right? It relied on server storage and ongoing upkeep that he alone maintained. And since those resources are no longer active, the updater won't be coming back unless somebody else entirely takes up the mantle. Shoot, you might even notice that his website can't be accessed from anywhere except the Wayback Machine. His other utilities still exist, but they also need long-term maintainers, and right now there aren't any. The result is if you have a working setup... What the hell was that? To quote Shadow the Hedgehog, don't touch it. Leave it exactly as it is until future updates or content releases force your hand. Once you uninstall something, you can't rely on the old tools anymore to get anything back to the way it was. Which, yeah, that's basically what I was getting at, is that these niggas are cooked. Like, in a way that's, like, crazy bad, too. Like, there is no other game that's like this. They was really hella reliant on the Tower of Babel not falling here. And now that it did, I'm a little scared that these niggas might act like go fucking apeshit on, like, Twitter or something. Like, I might see a whole lot of Sims girly on my timelines. Look, I say this, bro. I mentioned this in another video I have recorded. But that situationship I had gotten back with, bro, she asked me to reinstall this game for her. And now I'm looking at this shit like, and she's on a MacBook. That shit is better than a doornail, boy. That's not happening no more. You better get that money ready. Oh no. But yeah, y'all boys stay safe, bro. Saddle 7Cs responsibly. Use Anchor. Use CSRIN. Don't use this nigga shit anymore because he's gone. Use Fit Girl. And use LMAO. Even though I can't bring that one up. Actually, I can. Oh, what the fuck is it? Where the fuck did I put that shit? Am I retarded? Oh no. Actually might be special. Oh yeah, I might actually be special, my nigga. I might actually be retarded. I don't think I have the link to LMAO. Alright, well, ignore that. But, use Game 3RB, if you want, like, new Steam games. Use Ron's Mania. Oh, for fuck's sake, I forgot to get rid of Ron's Mania. I'll find a different one I can link. Shit, if you need, you already know. For the folks that know, bruh. For the folks that know, all I'm gonna say is, keep this one in your back pocket, too. For you music folks. And if you want anything related to, let's just say the company with an A in its name, where you can shop for photos, use Gen P.
Again, sell the 7 C's responsibly. You didn't hear it from me, but you heard it from the C's, and I'm out.
I can't play right now. Stand 2 feet on the ground. Ain't no more people around. It makes it easier now. I wonder what everyone's seeing me now. State to state, I'm flying around. You get it. I gotta put it in their face, they get it. I can't put it no other way. I'm lit. I'm the only one left that's real. Got tired of standing still. Push up and your leg get peeled. I was lit before I signed the deal. Rolling weed out the vacuum seal. I had to sip a couple of meals till I made me a couple of meals. Yeah,